For centuries, we've only known the world's greatest geniuses through faded sketches and ancient portraits. But today, moving past uses the power of technology to awaken the legendary artists, musicians, and architects of history, reborn from their timeless oil paintings. So come with us through the doorway of time and discover the strange passions and unbelievable secrets of these geniuses as you finally see what they truly looked like in real life. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, a prodigy who wrote his first piece at 5 and could rewrite any melody after hearing it once. He lived fast, composed faster, and laughed at the stiff nobility that never understood him. When Europe bowed to his genius, Mozart simply said, "Music is the game of God." Ludwig van Beethoven. He heard with his soul when his ears had gone silent. In absolute darkness, Beethoven wrote symphonies that made the world stand still. Every piece was a battle between man and fate, and he always won. Johann Sebastian Bach. He composed as if in prayer, a conversation between man and the divine. Father to 20 children, 4 carried on his music beyond his lifetime. At the end of every score, he wrote 3 letters, S, D, G, Soli Deo Gloria. To God alone be the glory. Thomas Aquinas. A philosopher who turned reason into a stairway toward faith. As a student, they called him the dumb ox, but his teacher said, "His roar will echo across the world." He wrote about God as if building a tower of thought that reached the heavens. Roger Bacon, the first scientist to believe that truth comes not from prayer, but from experiment. He predicted telescopes, cars, and flying machines when men still rode horses. Too modern for his time, Bacon was imprisoned by the church, but his ideas flew beyond his cell. Avicenna, in Sina. Physician, poet, philosopher, a Persian soul who saw the universe within the pulse of man. At 18, he healed a king and earned access to the royal library, rewriting the history of medicine. By day he cured bodies, by night he wrote of souls and the immortal fire within every life. Alhazen, in Alhazen, the first to understand that light travels in straight lines and thus helped mankind see itself. He feigned madness for 10 years to escape execution, writing over 200 works in the shadows. Alhazen believed the eye was the window of the soul, and science the language of divine light. Giotto di Bondone, the first to paint emotion on the human face. As a shepherd boy, he drew sheep on stones so lifelike that Cimabue stopped to make him his apprentice. Giotto turned painting from prayer into heartbeat. Cimabue, the last master of Byzantine art and the first doorway to the Renaissance. He painted angels with real sorrow, no longer symbols, but humans. One of his lost paintings resurfaced after 7 centuries, like a spirit returning from the past. Guido d'Arezzo, a monk who taught humanity to write music with 6 sacred syllables: do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. Before him, music lived only in memory. After him, it lived forever on the page. Guido didn't just record notes, he captured the soul of melody. Leonardo da Vinci, the man who painted the most mysterious smile in history and dreamed of flying through the skies. He filled thousands of pages with mirrored writing, hiding his secrets from the world. Leonardo dissected the human body to paint life itself, calling it the art of truth. Michelangelo Buonarroti, the sculptor who carved God's dream into stone. He created David and the Sistine Chapel ceiling, often working for days without removing his shoes. When asked how he made David, Michelangelo replied, "I just removed the marble that wasn't the angel." Raphael Sanzio, the painter of harmony, where reason and beauty meet. He died on his birthday, as if the universe had closed its perfect circle. In the school of Athens, Raphael painted philosophers and placed himself among them, the storyteller of wisdom. Caravaggio, the rebel who turned light into a blade of truth. A murderer on the run, yet his saints bore the faces of beggars. He made religion human, and his darkness immortal. Rembrandt van Rijn, the man who painted light not with his eyes, but with his soul. He painted himself over 90 times each portrait, a step closer to understanding his own being. Bankrupt, broken, forgotten, yet Rembrandt kept painting, for art was his salvation. Vincent van Gogh. He painted loneliness in storms of color. He once ate paint, believing light could feed the soul. When he cut off his ear, he wasn't mad, he was trying to silence the scream within. Donatello, the sculptor who made stone breathe and spirit move. He dared to carve David in full nudity, man's triumph over gods. Donatello said, "Stone is not cold, only people forget how to listen to it."